Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our social media roundup with myself, Daniel Byrne. Now, this is coming to you from the Shaw Academy. I am a social media educator here, and today we are going to be looking at the breaking news stories from the world of social media marketing from the week ending the 16th of October. Now, to start off, we're going to look at a bit of Pinterest. Now, Pinterest has had some really exciting news come out this week to do with their place pins. Now, these are all geotagged pins. They're related to locations. They give images all designated in one location, as you'd expect. But the news that they broke this week was that they're going to try bump these up a little bit. They're going to be automatically placing more information to do with these place pins. So if there's a group of images that are focused on, let's say, a restaurant, let's say a cafe, we're automatically going to be giving venue information, so just phone numbers, we have the address on the maps, and then we're going to be given just a little description of what the place is as well. And currently, this is going to be run through Google Maps and Apple Maps when it's fully launched. But for the moment, it's just being trialled on iOS starting this week. So the trial is going to run at a beta stage through iOS, see how it works. They'll iron out the bugs. Then they'll launch it to their desktop site and onto Android after. And what this means for Pinterest as a whole is that it opens up a lot more monetization options. We've already seen promoted pins come online in January of this year, 2015, and now we can see that they're continually looking to expand their business. They're looking to grow their revenue. And I think promoted place pins could be really interesting for them going forward. Next up, we have some news coming to us from one of our social media marketing tools, and that is HootSuite. And what HootSuite have going on this week is the launch of HootSuite Amplify. Now, this is, as they call it, an employee advocacy platform, which allows employees to share pre-approved content on their own social media that has come from the company's social media. Now, the current method, as many of you will be familiar with, is for your social media manager to send around a company-wide email to say, share this blog post on, let's say, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, whatever. But the issue with this is that it doesn't have a really good conversion rate. Not many people tend to share the posts from their company on their own Facebook. They kind of feel a little strange doing it. But your employees are your best brand advocates, so you'd want them sharing a lot more. And what this does is it actually allows employees to bring it forward. It's just a simple tap of a button. Their platforms will already be pre-connected. So it's looking just to connect the dots between sharing and brand advocacy from employees. And this is going to rival a number of other similar platforms that we've seen before, namely LinkedIn Elevate, Advocate, among others, but they are the two names that were mentioned. So finally we have LinkedIn, and LinkedIn broke some big news this week that they're going to revamp their mobile app. Now, LinkedIn's mobile app it looks a bit outdated. It looks like it's been around a few years. It's kind of reminiscent of pre-21st century. So they've decided to relaunch the app and redesign it completely. And this is coming at a time when they relaunched the Pulse app. They brought it to the 21st century. And the 21st century was something they became obsessed with at this press launch. They kept saying, welcome to the 21st century. And this has been named Project Voyager. So you can see they're kind of going on a discovery. And we can even see from the picture we have on screen there, it looks a little bit like Facebook. And we can see down the bottom we have 4 main kind of tabs and then a search function. So we have Home, Me, Messages, and My Network. So Home is kind of going along with the Pulse redesign. The feed is going to be primarily news stories, so we can imagine like blog posts, articles, and information that LinkedIn has kind of said is relevant for yourself. Me is going to be, as they phrase it, a notification center. It's going to provide analytics about your profile. It's going to see who's tagging you, who's reading your content, probably who's viewing your profile as well. Messages, the phrase that we had this week was inbox is out and messaging is in. So we can see that they are trying to bring this forward. They are trying to bring this into the 21st century. We have Facebook Messenger. We have a lot of other instant messaging platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram. So I think LinkedIn kind of feel like they've been left behind a little bit. And My Network is going to be a rundown of activities from people who you are connected to on LinkedIn. So you could just imagine it's scrolling through your news feed primarily just for your connections. And that has been our social media roundup for this week. As I said, my name has been Daniel Byrne. I'm a social media educator here with the Shaw Academy. And if you have any questions about the articles we discussed this week or anything to do with social media marketing generally, please feel free to pop me through an email. Otherwise, I'll see you in class.